Good afternoon. Two suspects took deputies on a high-speed chase through Eddy County today, firing more than half a dozen shots at them along the way. Deputies did not fire back, but ended it all after an extensive SWAT standoff. News 13's Emily Younger reports.
When deputies tried to pull over a man because his headlights were off, they got a whole lot more than they bargained for.
I've never heard anything like that or seen anything like that in my neighborhood.
Just after midnight, the Eddy County Sheriff's Office says one of its female deputies tried to stop this Honda, but instead of pulling over, deputies say a 30-year-old man and his 17-year-old nephew sped off and took that deputy on a wild chase through town. As they drove through town,
the passenger of the vehicle shot a few rounds towards the deputy.
Sheriff Scott London says one of the suspects opened fire at least 7 times, but deputies never shot back. Why did this deputy not fire back?
She was driving.
Deputies say the vehicle eventually came to a stop here, a couple of miles away from where the pursuit started. They say the two suspects got out of the car and ran to a nearby home and barricaded themselves inside. That's when the 7-hour SWAT standoff began.
I just heard the detectives, we've got the place surrounded. This is the Carlsbad Police Department. Come out with your hands willing or we will use force.
Carlsbad SWAT and sheriff's deputies say they had to release multiple cans of tear gas into the house. Hours later, they sent a tactical team in and arrested the two suspects as they hid out in the attic. Neighbors say they're relieved it's over.
Our walls in our house are pretty thin. Not only that, the windows are right by our bed, so if anything would have ricocheted or bounced off, it could have went in our house.
In Carlsbad, Emily Younger, KRQE, News 13.
Deputies say they're still investigating which of the suspects fired at the officer. At the deputy, no one was injured.